I'm Caroline, and today I'm going to be teaching a class which is a beginner friendly class suitable for many levels. We're not doing anything too intimidating. Today's class is about relaxation and calm, and to just let go of the tension that we may have been overworking or may have been holding a lot of stress in our bodies. And so today we're going to be working on the lower back and the lats. The lower back holds a lot of tension in the spine. Obviously, we feel the weight of the world, particularly on the lower back. We'll also be working the lats to release the tension, and this is the largest muscle group in the body. So we're going to be concentrating on lateral stretches, releasing the spine and releasing the hips. So when you're ready, come to a comfortable kneeling position on the mat. If this is not particularly comfortable, you may want to think of taking a pillow and sitting on that. Maybe sit between the legs or sit it on top of the legs. Just finding a relaxed position here. In fact, I would recommend you pick up a cushion, maybe a belt. This is a gentle class, so it's more about relaxing into a pose than forcing it. So now we're going to just start to waken up the body. Just spend a moment, hands on knees, maybe close down your eyes. Take a deep breath in and release. Inhale through the nose deeply, filling the lungs. Exhaling, releasing through the mouth with an audible sigh. One more at your own rate. We're going to take the fingers down by the hips, relax, stretch up into the spine, drop the shoulders, neck relaxed, chin slightly tucked. We're going to combine breath and movements. As we inhale, we're going to stretch out the arms, create an arc in the sky, and reach all the way up to join the fingers together above the head. Maybe drop the chin, and then working on bringing the shoulders relaxed around the ears, dropping them down the back. As you release, let the fingers come back down by the sides. This time we're going to raise the arms, bring them in from chest height to prayer position. Interlock the fingers, push the hands away from you. And then when you've reached extension, start to raise them up, feeling that slight pull on the inner arms. Breathing deeply. And then again, relax out to your sides. We're just going to raise one hand, take the left hand to the side, face the palm, and then begin to stretch it up, following it with your gaze. Again, breathe it out. Again, raise the arm, palm upright. And as you begin to move over to your right, keep the gaze on the palm, stretching up the lats, feeling all that tension we hold in the side of the body. Release and let that go. We're just going to do a gentle twist. So again, from kneeling, just bring your left hand onto the outside with the right thigh and start to lift, rotating the shoulder back, gently turning the head and relax. Other sides. Inhale, lengthening the spine and then gently turning into that twist. And come back to center. And then come down on all fours and we'll meet in the tabletop position. So from tabletop, we're going to take a few gentle cat and cow motions. You can do this however you like. If your body feels like it needs to stretch out the arms, maybe you want to add a little ripple into your cat and cow. Inhale and exhale, you can bring yourself all the way back into child pose. Maybe you want to introduce figure of 8 into the spine. Maybe release and turn the other way. And then come back to center to do some spinal awakening. So inhaling, arching back and looking up. Exhaling, rounding the spine, pushing away from the hands, small of the back. Inhale, look up, open out the heart. Exhale, rounding the spine. And again, inhaling and exhaling. And whenever you feel like you're just bringing a little fluidity into the spine now, we're going to take the left foot out to the side, come onto the side of the right foot, and we're just going to take a very gentle side plank. Pushing up away from the floor, pushing up into the hips, opening out the shoulder. Then we're going to flip the hand and come over into a half side gate, a side gate. Inhale and release. I might move this way a little. And we're going to come back round into tabletop. Again, we're going to take the right leg out, turn onto the left foot, peel the arm to the sky, opening out the hips and the shoulders, pushing into the hips. Then we're going to flip and take the stretch over the left leg. And then come back down into a tabletop position. Now we're going to take a small chaturanga, small back bend here. So come up into plank. And then just as we're doing a gentle class, drop the knees, scoot through the hands, come onto the belly, and just bring your arms beneath your elbows, elbows beneath your shoulders, palms out flat, and we'll come into Sphinx pose. Just spend a moment. If you like working our breath, you can audibly sigh out the tension in the small of the back. And then roll yourself down. Just taking deep breaths. This time I'm going to take the hands wide to the corners of your mat. Take yourself up onto your fingers. So we're going to do a wide cobra. Push up from the spine, taking the arms wide, looking ahead. And hold. And just as you feel that pinch, exhaling, rolling yourself back down, relaxing the forehead on the mat. Bring yourself onto your chin and place your hands behind you. Then on an inhale, very gently just start to raise the chin from the ground. Take a breath out here, empty the lungs. Inhale, lifting the fingers, the toes off the mat. We come into Savasana. We're going to push up into the fingers, just keeping some tension, some working in the lower back here. And then release, let it go, and bring yourself down to rest the cheek on the ground. Bring yourself back up. Come to tabletop, maybe come down into child pose. Just relaxing the length in the spine. And then on an inhale, bring yourself back up into tabletop. Exhale, tuck the toes, push yourself back gently into downward dog. At this point, keep the knees bent. We're being very relaxed about it today, so just start to wake up the feet, lengthening one leg and then lengthening the other. Just want to awaken the buttocks, the quads, the calves, the legs. And we're just going to do a little walking the dog. And if you want, you can inhale as you raise your foot, exhale as you drop the other foot down. One more. Then we're going to bring the knee into the chest, take the right foot to the outside of the right hand for the lizard. Drop the knee. Place the top of the foot on the mat. If you like, you can do a little rocking here. Just to waken up the hamstrings. Then we're going to bring ourselves up onto the fingertips. Releasing the hip flexors, try to turn your left hip down towards the mat. Gently turning that left hip, bring your left elbow down onto the mat. Bring your right elbow down onto the mat. You can look ahead, or you can drop your head and just spend a moment in lizard. Practicing deep breathing. You can do Ujjayi breath. You can breathe it out through the mouth. Inhaling, come back onto the hands. We're going to take the weight onto the left hand. Start to tip a little onto the left edge of the left foot. Allow the right foot to fall out, the hip to fall out. And we're going to bring the arm round, wheeling it to come behind us into a twisted lizard pose. Inhale, bring the hand back up, come back to centre. Take the hand back behind you, the foot back behind you. Push up from the hands into downward dog. Again, let's just do a little bit of stretching, walking out the dog. Take the weight onto the right foot, tuck the left knee into the chest, round the spine, and take the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Drop the back knee, come onto the flat of the foot. Inhale, look up. You can allow yourself to move into that hip in whatever way you feel comfortable for you, depending on how much you need to release tension in the hips right now. And then again, we're going to come up onto the fingertips, drop into the hip flexor, straighten the back. Try to rotate the hip slightly inwards, bringing the hip down towards the ground. As you rotate into the right hip, bring the right arm down to the ground. Then bring the left arm down to the ground. Look ahead. Oh, relax your head, rounding the spine. Keep working that hip flexor. Keep taking the hips wider. Then bring yourself back up onto your hands. We're going to do a gentle twist, taking the weight onto the right hand. Take the left foot out onto the edge of the foot as you twist, and then relax in twisted lizard pose. Come back home to centre, and then take your foot back, and we'll come back into tabletop position. This time from tabletop, we're going to take, we're coming back to downward dog. I do apologise, let's push back into downward dog. And then take a moment pushing up from the hands all the way to flatten the spine. Feeling the release in the armpits, the shoulder blades. Relax the calves, pushing up, bringing the head close to the mat, looking at the toes. From here, we're going to take the right leg, tuck it in, bring it into pigeon, dropping it, and maybe moving the hips back to find a comfortable pigeon pose here. Again, bring yourself up onto your fingertips, work into that hip flexor. Try to bring the right buttock further to the ground, closer to the ground. Inhale, opening out the heart. Just find a sense of support on both sides of the body. And then again, if you're comfortable, just walking your hands down, resting your forehead on the ground on your hands. Deep ujjayi. Can either audibly breathe it out, or you can come straight to the back of the throat and just bring a sound like the ocean into your breathing. Okay, begin to move your body. And this time we're going to come up onto the hands, just walk around over our extended leg, our right leg here. And again, we're going to do the same, but we're going to have a little twist over to the right. And then bringing ourselves back onto the hands, fingertips facing forwards. We're going to just twist around and look towards our left foot. And then relax around back. Start to tuck your toes, take yourself back into downward dog, lengthen the spine, drop the head, and take the left foot into pigeon. So raise it, tuck it into the body, and take it out beside the hands. You may want to adjust to find your own comfortable position here. Again, come up onto the fingertips, push into the right hip flexor. Try to bring the hips parallel. You can support your buttocks or the front of your leg with a cushion if you prefer. But when you found a comfortable position, just bring your head down to rest on your hands. Okay. Start to bring yourself around, and we're going to walk around over the left leg. Drop the elbows and just do a gentle twist over the bent leg. And then come back onto the fingertips, face forward. We're just going to twist and look around towards our right foot. You can put your hands down, don't have to stay on your fingertips. Just find whatever position increases that bend for you, that's twist. And back to centre. Now roll over onto your left buttock. We're going to come into a seated position and take the legs wide. So if you want to stretch your legs wide, then take your hands beneath your hips, maybe put your fists on the ground, lift your hips up and just push them forward a little bit. And that increases that tension in the muscles is released and allows you just to go a little bit deeper by pushing the hips forwards. Bring yourself upright. Relax the shoulders down the neck. Relax the head. Tuck the head into the body. Then we're going to walk forward, out in front of us, and stretch the back muscles. Release the head. Shoulders spread wide. Keep your drishti point in the center of the triangle. And allow this time to again release with your breath all those tight muscles. Walk yourself up gently, but take hold of your toes. You can use a belt, put your hands on your shins. We want to take the arms wide as we drop. So lift your chest, extend your back, relax forward, fold and release the sides of the body. We want that constriction to work away from the spine. And again, this is where a cushion can be useful. Maybe you want to just bring your head down towards the cushion. Maybe you want to rest your head on the cushion. And then slowly walk yourself, I've got a crazy head today, walk yourself back up. Now again, we're going to do a side stretch from here, but this could be a lovely place to find a moment's relaxation and chilling. So you decide if you want to go deeply into the stretch or whether you want to just take it as comfortable as you want today. So, deciding what we want to do, we're going to go over to the right leg first. Raising the arm, start to twist the body and look towards your raised fingers as you reach them high overhead, stretching all the way up the left side of the body. You can stay here, maybe you can even lean on a cushion. If you want now to stretch over, reach into your fingers and bring your fingers down to the foot. Now if you're here, this is quite comfortable here. Breathing deeply. Begin to twist from your hips through the diaphragm into the shoulders and the upper back. And then inhale and come back up. Again, let's start by reaching over, looking at the hands, looking to the corner of the room, bringing the hand overhead and stretching just upright until we start to release the sides of the body. As you exhale, bring the hand down towards the toes. And again, you can either place the cushion here, or you can place cushion here, and really work into a gentle twist, lifting the chest muscles, rotating all the way from the hips through the lumbar spine to the chest, and then maybe just relaxing down. And then start to wake your body up and come back to a neutral position. Now we're just going to take care of this massive stretch we've just done on the inner thighs. Take the weight into the knees, start to bring the feet together, and we'll just do a simple Backbending and Twists. Stretch up from the hips and then taking the knees wide. By this time we're going to bring ourselves around and roll onto the back. And we're going to do a small counter pose, and just to gently release the small of the back, which is fish pose. If you want to, just bring your hips up a little, maybe take your hands beneath your buttocks, drawing the shoulder blades, and then lengthen the legs, and lengthen the spine. Inhale, exhale, empty the lungs. As you inhale, raise your head, tuck your shoulders, and bring the top of your head to the mat. Exhale, release the head, bring the knees into the body, release the arms, bring them out by the sides, tuck the knees into the chest, and just ripple the spine a little. And we're going to do a gentle side twist to the right, so lifting your hips, move your hips over to the left, your knees to the right, drop your knees, keeping the shoulder on the ground, looking over your left hand. And take this moment to breathe into those lateral muscles, the latimus dorsi. And then release and come back. Again, inhale, lifting the hips slightly, take the hips to the right, the legs to the left, and drop your head to the right. gentle twist, then come back down, bring your feet down to the ground, lengthen the coccyx, pull out the legs, allow the arms to release, and feel the floor support you. It's got your back. And as you breathe, just feel a sense of calm, a sense of support. Feel your own strength. And then start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Maybe just find some strength in the hips. I kind of like to push the small leg back down. Bring the knees up. Roll over onto the right hand side. And this is a lovely place to stop. I like staying here for a while. But we must hurry on, so we'll push ourselves up into a seated position. Find a comfortable cross-legged position on your mat. Survived the hair, I think I did. Okay, bring your hands into chin mudra on the backs of the knees. Leaning back, dropping the shoulders, allowing the head to sink gently towards the chest. Bring your hands to Namaste by your chest. And we're going to end this session with a mantra. So if you want to join in, it is a Shanti mantra. We'll inhale on 3 times when you're ready. Inhale. Om. 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 Sahanavatu. Sahano Bunaktu Saviryan Karavavahi Tejasvina Aditamastu Ma Vidvishavahi. Om Shanti Shanti, Shanti. Inhale, exhale, drop your head to your chest. Humbly open your eyes and raise your head and come back to center. Thank you for being here and for watching, and I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers. Namaste.